Astraltegic.
Wow. Hi guys, how you doing? Today we're going to talk about dogmatism and the wonderful Mexico, Playa del Carmen. I'm very impressed from the place. Maybe I feel a little bit problem issues with security, like I got some faces today. Somebody maybe tried to sell me some drugs, and I get panicked a bit. But no worries. I don't speak Spanish anyway, so that's kind of funny. So another issue I want to address before we talk about dogmatism and what it's mean, and technically what it's mean is that a person that's trying to make a debate and you have like a lower IQ or a lower understanding, at least at the debate fundamentals, he might bring facts that only and samples that are very easy to break or to show other examples that they are not linked as much. So let me show you examples beside messing around everything. Let's say that you're a vegetarian and you will take example and say you will take some article, scientific article, truth or facts, and try to show that this is the only facts, and you don't use the encounter facts into the matter. So when you make a debate, you need to know both sides so you can tackle the other facts as well, at least try to explain the manifestation or limit this manifestation. So vegetarian, for example, will claim that the human body is designed to observe food because we have this long, sorry for that, but intestines. Thank you, baby. So intestines. So the human have a long one, and that's indicated that we're supposed to eat more vegetable rather than other foods, but we are eating what we are eating. Now there is an example of a panda bear that is consuming only vegetables, but his body is like a predator, so it's way more shorter, so he doesn't supposed to do so by biological exam or biological understanding. So it might be true for most part, but things are things, and things that they're the way they are, and they the way they are, and that's what's happening. So we are eating everything, same alligator, same bears. That's what we are. Some of us can decide to eat vegetables, and that's fine. I'm one of them. I'm doing it just because of spiritual, religious experience. It was not very, very friendly, but I felt that if I want to get the mercy of God, I need to be more merciful for other creatures, especially if they have lower IQ or lower intelligence. I need to understand that I believe that most of the reason that God have some issue with us during the Bible or other examples, it's mainly because we have a lower IQ and we have a not so good decision making, and therefore God can get angry. Same as for us, like we have different standards, and we might have lower standards in our behavior code, and he's like getting pissed and saying like, oh, I can't believe that I cannot understand that. So those kind of life perspective and life approach can create conflict. And that's why we are different. We are different than angels, and we are different than other entities, maybe UFOs, which are very, very interesting subject right now, but I'm not going to talk about it again. Maybe I will make like extended video, because my first video was pretty much limited, but it's nice. I still say some stuff that makes sense. So if you're trying to go into debate, or you want to make a better debate, like the high level one, they always have respect and they don't get heated too much over the subject. They don't get too much emotional on the high level. So try to adapt this. It will help you to stay relaxed. And if you find yourself cursing somebody or hating somebody, that's a bad sign. That's basically mean that you lost your cool, and you will lose in a debate anyway, because you need to understand that it's like very basic. So if you want to be a better debater, you need to learn. First of all, it's always good to learn both facts. The side that the proposition of the other side and your proposition. You need to learn both. So once he will try to tackle you, you will always know how to overcome this. And sometimes I see people, like for example, I saw one video. I'm a big fan of Ben Shapiro. I love him. I think he's super intelligent. But I think one time he stepped into an argue with Sam Harris, which is more knowledgeable at that specific field, and it's exactly like going to lawyer that specialize in family or company contracts, things of this nature, just different. And I felt like Ben Shapiro is a sharp person. He can do a very good job against Sam Harris, but just because he's not specializing in this area, and that's take years to achieve sort kind of knowledge and database that you can use upon to build a very good debate. So I think it didn't went well for him that time, but in other, you can see other debates against Young Turks and at Politico. Wow, he was really like, when they talk about economy and healthcare and crime, I guess, some of those subjects, Ben Shapiro just keep nailing them time after time, and he have like a much wider understanding about the economy rather than the other person. And and the other person back in that time, I remember that he was like 3 or 4 times more popular than Ben Shapiro, and then Ben Shapiro channels just start to skyrocket. Now, some of the podcasts of Ben Shapiro, even I love him to death, I think he's a brilliant guy, are not so interesting as much, but I recommend you, if you want to enjoy Ben Shapiro, just watch the highlight and how he answers stuff, and he's very good on improvising. He's a very, very sharp guy. He's a very intelligent person, and I like to listen to him a lot. Some of his podcasts are, I don't know, make me a little bit headache, God forgive me, but I love the guy. Like, I think he should be a president in both countries, United States or even other countries as well, which is related to, because he's a Jew, and that's what it is. Hope you don't gonna hate me for saying that. What else? Yes, that's pretty much it. I think we covered it pretty much good, and I will try to re-edit some of the parts. So God bless you all. Cheers, and see you till next time.